Yesterday, 10th of December in the year 2021, was Raila's big day. It was his day in the sun. One would argue with a lot of rain. A fairly successful event. This being his day, we shall come another time to offer critique. Many of my fans, viewers, and subscribers have asked me to critique the day. But I think that's not proper. Today, we will allow Raila Odinga to bask in the glory, in the happiness, in the knowledge that his event was successful. That reminds me to say thank you to my friend DS for offering superb sound systems for the event. What do we learn from this event? Even as we wait to talk about the negatives, that we shall do at the right time. We shall remind Baba, when the time comes, that the event could have been better. We shall remind Baba that it's about time he changed some of the people around him along the lines of what Bill Clinton did. We shall remind Baba when that time comes that for such a big things, you go beyond in-house. You outsource so that you don't put there, my friend Mdomobagi, to carry such a big weight. We shall engage on the relevance of Junaid Mohammed. That we shall do at the right time. Today, we congratulate Baba for the big day. The takeaway from this event is the subject of my discussion today. The first thing, those who have dismissed Baba, those who thought William Ruto was in a solo race, those who had written off Baba, yesterday was your answer. I have always maintained that you can only dismiss Baba at your own peril. Those like my friend Edward, celebrating that now we know we have Baba as our opponent and we shall have him for breakfast, are surely not honest to themselves. My friend Edward, the best lies, the worst lies are the lies we tell to ourselves. There's some cognitive disorder people have. You see this is the situation, but you want to believe this is the situation. The situation is on the right, on the left. You are saying is on the right. That said, it must be obvious that yesterday proved beyond any reasonable doubt that Raila Amolo Odinga is still in this game in a big way. In fact, he almost pulled on us a 2002. Yesterday at Kasarani, the crowd, the excitement, the expectations almost matched the rainbow wave of 2002. Just short of that. But let's look at the more serious things we learn from this. That Raila Amolo Odinga has the capacity to reinvent himself. Look no further than the handshake that freed him from NASA. And now yesterday, with the stroke of a pen, he has freed himself from ODM, gone into outer space, so that he's no longer within the confines of ODM. Yesterday, he propelled himself into a national leader. Not that he has not been a national leader, in the sense in which before that he was an ODM NASA leader. He has gone and transcended ODM. He has gone beyond NASA. And now, like Mama Ida said, he's owned by the people. Thank you, Mama Ida, for releasing Raila Odinga to the Kenyan people. That is a serious takeaway. That Raila pulls one, that Raila turns Azimio la Umoja into Azimio la Umoja movement. That from yesterday, if you are keen to follow, that Azimio la Umoja movement, read together with what is going on in Parliament, because we must break these things for us, for everybody. If you look at what's going on in Parliament, the bill in Parliament, to give a coalition such as this movement he created yesterday, the status of a political party, means, in a very simple way, that Raila will be able to reach the places where he would not have reached as an ODM candidate. It will be easier to have a conversation with the people around the mountain when you appear as an Azimio candidate than you would if you came as a Jubilee candidate, an ODM candidate. The Azimio la Umoja gives even Jubilee a lifeline, so that as a small party, Jubilee, together with other small parties, especially from the Mount Kenya region, and across, as we saw, across the country, as we saw the party of Amason King of Kilifi, and others, including the formations by the 4 governors from Rift Valley, all these small parties are going to find a home in the Azimio movement. That kind of spells doom, and I've said it before. That kind of spells doom. In fact, if I were in the UDA party or movement, whatever it is, I would look at this thing with a lot of worry, because it is the last nail in the coffin of UDA around the mountain. Take this. My friend Chirichi says, don't take it to the bank. Take it to the farm that it may grow. So take it to the farm. With Azimio la Umoja being a big thing that takes all the small parties, that gives them a home, you can be assured what you would have viewed as irrelevant parties will be so forceful around the mountain that the chances of UDA clinching more than 3, 4, 5 seats, I can assure you, in central Kenya, are almost non-existent. Because save for a few tough fellows from the mountain, people like my friend Kimani Ichung'wah, save for such, Rigathi Gachagua, the rest of these people will be swept away, because their opponents coming on those small parties that operate within the Azimio la Umoja movement will whitewash them. So yesterday was a big day for Raila Odinga. He managed to pull a first one. The typical Raila was able to reinvent himself. And through the people you saw, through the speeches you heard, through what took place there, including what you didn't see, a lot of things in politics are not spoken. Through all that, I can assure you, any keen observer, any serious observer of the Kenyan political scene would by now have concluded that not only will it be foolish or foolhardy to write off Raila, but from yesterday, he becomes a front runner. This, like Chirichi says, you can take to the farm. If you looked at Kasarani, and on a light note, President Uhuru Kenyatta went away for a number of days. Raila's big day came when he was the most serious person in the country. It's like his brother kind of left him to enjoy the space. That must have been Uhuru's gift to Raila. That enjoy the space. Manake fahari wawili kwa zizi moja ni shida. You can now see. Very symbolic. I therefore look at yesterday as a day that firmly confirms that Raila Odinga is not only in the race, something I wasn't even waiting to hear because I knew he would be in the race, but that he's coming on so forcefully that those who even imagined he had a competitor, leave alone that he was weak, that he even had a competitor, must be having second thoughts.
Very soon, ladies and gentlemen, I will unveil a detailed manifesto addressing the critical concerns like corruption, public debt, industrialization, ICT and digital economy, promotion and protection of businesses, and particularly protection of private property. Our business community deserves protection and they will get it. Fellow citizens, at the top of our national government, where leadership is exercised to the maximum in governing and changing our nation is the presidency. The president makes a difference in the life of this nation. Having listened to your calls during our conventions, give my credential to this congregation and the nation at large, and having spelled out the people's aspirations as I understand them, and there's Azimio la Umoja, and having given my 10-point vision for Kenya on this day of December 10th, 2021, I, Raila Amolo Odinga, having been faithful and committed to building a national, democratic and progressive Kenya in our lifetime, having worked for many patriotic Kenyans to achieve this goal, I do hereby accept to present myself as a presidential candidate at the presidential elections on the 9th of August 2022, following the request and anonymous written by Azimio la Umoja.
Once again, congratulations, Raila Odinga. Congratulations on your big day. At another time, we will ask you a few things about the organization. We'll even ask you why the organizers eclipse some of your friends like Peter Kenneth. We will also whisper to you, we know who you want to make deputy president. From yesterday, your running mate was obvious. You could see it. But enjoy your day. You've confirmed indeed that you are the enigma of Kenyan politics. That you are the man to beat in 2022. We wish you the best as you embark on this journey.